Hello.
Yes, good evening, Latoya. How are you? This is Ella.
Good, Ella. How are you?
I'm doing well. And yourself? All is well? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. How was your birthday? I know you had a birthday that passed. How was your birthday?
Oh, it was good.
Gemini, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got to see my grandmother that I haven't seen in a while, so that was nice.
Oh, okay, all right. That's good. So I don't have to explain to you how I conduct sessions. I do feel like, and as you know, before calling my next clients, I always go into like a small meditation to connect with my client spirit guides. And the first thing that came up with you is new beginnings. I'm more so feeling like, I'm not sure if it is perhaps in October or in September, but there is something. I don't know if it's business wise, or career wise, or something that is going to bring you happiness. Did you move? I remember last time I mentioned that you will be moving. Did you move yet?
No,
Not
not
yet?
yet.
Okay, it's coming up. Definitely coming up, to the extent, again, to the extent that you visualize yourself moving, to the extent that you visualize whatever it is that you want to happen, it will happen. The color yellow was coming up, and that's the reason why I know that there's going to be new beginnings, new beginnings for you. The color white and yellow was coming up, so I would recommend for you, I don't know if you are doing any type of candle magic or anything of that nature, but the colors white and the colors yellow, just to burn like a little small candle, would be beneficial for you. Would be beneficial for you, especially with positive intentions. You get what I'm saying? With positive intentions, she can make it. Is what your spirit guides are saying, that you will make it. It will happen. So just be patient. And again, I'm going to allow you to express yourself, but these are the messages that's coming forth right now. I definitely feel like on Fridays, which is, tomorrow, you should wear that Oshun energy. More so picking up on the Oshun, the attraction, the abundance, the fertility, the love, that type of thing, the abundance of money, the increase of money, the wealth. I'm picking that up, or rather your spirit guides are saying that that's going to come forth to you. Again, something new, rather it is a new apartment or something like that. Anything that you've been wondering or concentrating, or rather meditating on, it's going to come. So definitely be patient. Definitely begin to, or continue to focus on what stirs you right, instead of what is not stirring you right. And that's what the conflict is what the spirit realm is saying. That's what the conflict is. You're, in a sense, I'm feeling, or you can, express yourself, but I'm feeling more so it's a lot of left brain, over analytical, overthinking going on with you. It's what the spirit guides are saying, and she needs to allow things to just flow freely, flow freely to you again. Did you change your diet? Did you change? Are you making slight modifications?
I have. I'm not
Okay.
totally there, but yes.
Yes.
I've been trying to make better choices. Yes.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. You got to be patient with yourself. That's fine. This is what they're telling me. They're telling me that you're progressing, you're making changes with your diet and with your mental health. And again, all of that basically ties in with one another, right? The way you eat, the way you think, the way you feel, the people that you attract, right? So that's what's coming up, more so of the diet, eating more fruits, of course. And then just maintaining, or being putting yourself first. Always putting yourself first is what they're saying. Are you going on another vacation?
Well, my cousin is getting married in September.
Oh, okay.
And it's in Indiana. So I'm waiting to see if I'm going to have the time off from work to go, but that's my plan to go.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing travels coming up with you. And again, that whole September, September, October aura energy with you. I get a good feeling for that, either if it's to set yourself free from, you know, anxiety or probably a stressful work life or anything like that. You know, and what I mean by set yourself free is just maintaining your stress levels. And stress don't necessarily always have to be bad, right? Stress can be good stress. They have good stress, they have bad stress. But I'm just feeling like spiritually there is going to be a shift. And again, because I'm connected with your spirit guides, there's no such thing as timing. We're dealing with seasons and energy. What they're saying is around that time, around that, you know, season shift, you know, going into the fall more so, there's going to be doors of opportunities coming up for you. You know, or ascension, that, you know, ascending yourself. Definitely that I'm picking up on the color blue. So we're dealing with harmony, expression, expressing yourself, or rather not expressing yourself enough. So either or, I don't know if you are expressing yourself too much or you just keeping quiet with certain things that is bothering you. The color blue is coming up. So during your meditation, definitely during your meditation, you want to visualize blue. You want to visualize yellow, white, you know, all of these different color vibrations that will help you to attract the internal peace and the harmony that you desire to, you know, to elevate yourself more so. And again, you already mentioned that you are, you know, you already mentioned that you changed your diet, so that's always good, because once you change your diet, you change your frequency, your internal frequency, right? You're not so sluggish, you're up and about, you're ready to do things, you're more, you know, willing to align yourself with higher vibrations, right? And it all deals with the diet. You know what I'm saying? It all deals with the diet. So just be mindful of that. Do you have any questions? Did you wanted to speak on certain things or?
Yeah. So you're saying with the white and yellow candles, I should try to get that.
Yeah,
yellow.
Yeah, you can get the small ones too. You don't necessarily. You can get the small ones. What I'm starting to do now, with my clients is do candle carving. But that's something real big, you know. But if you want to benefit from that, you can benefit from that. But with you, I'm seeing like the little small candles. Where can you go? You could go like at a Botanica, you know, any Botanica in New York City or whatever, and just get the small candles. They'll probably burn for like a couple of hours, and light them, you know, at nighttime when you're centering yourself and at peace, and you know, just healing yourself and getting certain emotions out of your aura field. Right? Have your boyfriend there, your ex-boyfriend, the one that's a Cancer, has he been contacting you?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. I'm picking up on his aura, on his energy.
Oh.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm picking up on his energy again. It could be one or two things, right? It could be that he might be thinking about you, or it could be a situation where you haven't fully released him out of your spirit field. One or two, because it's coming up. And it's okay, because as I mentioned to you before, it's going to take time for you to release somebody that's been in your life for quite some long time, on a spiritual level, right? But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised, and not to look out for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone comes and tell you something about him or something coming up with him. And I'm not saying that he's trying to get back with you, but I kind of feel like he might be thinking about you, you know, here and there.
Right.
Because that's coming up. Okay. He has siblings, right?
Yes. I'm sorry?
He has siblings, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's him. So what was you gonna say to me, my love?
So recently, well, after when I came back from my vacation, my friend, I think I mentioned her to you before, that I knew since high school. I don't know, basically she kind of like went off on me, and we haven't spoken since. I kind of I don't know, something inside me told me to just kind of distance myself from her.
Absolutely.
And because she kind of like, it was over something so small. Basically, I said, okay, I texted my friends, and I said, like, oh, you know, I'm home.
Mm-hmm.
And she moved to Maryland, so that's where she lives now. And I was like, it's weird because, okay, when me and Joshua were driving down to Georgia, she's like, oh, you know, you're not going to, like, kind of made a joke, like, oh, you're not going to stop in Maryland. And I'm just like, well, that was never in the plan to stop in Maryland to see her, because her birthday is, like, literally 2 weeks after mine. I was going to see her for her birthday anyway.
Yes.
So it wasn't about her. It was really about me seeing my grandmother and, you know, having a little fun somewhere different. Yeah. So, whatever. When I came home now, she was like, oh, instead of her saying, oh, well, great, you're home safe, it's just like, oh, well, oh, you just flew over Maryland, huh? And I'm like, what? So then I was like, you know, no, I basically just explained myself. I was like, oh, you know, no, we kind of left late. The route we took back, actually, we didn't even go through Maryland, whatever. I was like, you know, please don't assume. You know, it wasn't like that. I have to be ready for work because I had work the very next day. And I got home like at 5 p.m. So I had a lot of things to do. So whatever. So then she responds back. I don't know if she took it wrong. I don't know how she took it, because she's just like, oh, well, that's unnecessary. Talk later. So I'm like, okay, likewise. I'm not going to beg you to talk to me. So then she responds right back, well, excuse me, bitch. If you couldn't tell, I was kind of joking. And if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on me. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. I said, I had no attitude in my text. I was just explaining to you what happened. I said, you know, if you call me a bitch makes you feel better, good for you.
Yes.
It sounds like you're the one who's mad. So then she never said anything to me. Then a few days later, she basically was like, because I was supposed to hang out with her for her birthday, and I was supposed to try to get the day off for her birthday. I was willing to beg someone to switch with me so I can be with her on her birthday. But after she did that little thing, I said, forget that. I don't want to deal with you, because
absolutely,
she basically called me a bitch because I called her one years ago, and I apologized, and I didn't do it again. So after that incident, she called me a bitch, kind of like tit for tat. And so then now she said it again, like, oh, now it's my turn. That's what she said in the text. And I'm like, you're still holding on to when I called you a bitch that one time, like 4 years ago? Are you serious? So I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, you know what? I don't need this. I don't need a friend who's going to hold things against me, who claim they forgave me, and I never did it again. It's not like I apologized and I kept doing it. I did it and I never did it again. And you're still holding against me, and you felt like the need to call me out of my name over that. I'm like, no, I don't need that. So when she hit me up 3 days later, never apologized to this day, did not apologize to me. And I didn't deserve that. Oh, well, I changed. I'm going to have my birthday now in Virginia Beach. So then I replied and I said, no, thank you.
Yes.
I'm not going.
Yes.
So then, okay. So then on social media now, when it's her birthday, she ended up going to Las Vegas. And I'm like, okay, good for you. Cool. I said happy birthday to her, even though I wasn't really feeling her too much. But I still said happy birthday. I liked some of her pictures on Facebook. And then she put a picture up, and that was basically the final straw, of her and another girl. I guess the girl that went with her. And she wrote her caption, true friends, or friends to last a lifetime, some bull crap. And I'm like, oh, okay.
But who cares?
Cool. Yeah, so I said, you know what? I'm not saying anything. From that day, what I did, because I said, you know what? I don't need any unnecessary stress or any foolishness or any childishness. People act childish around me. So I just deleted her, blocked her on Facebook, Instagram. I said, I don't need that, because you're trying to, like, throw subs. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to do that. And from then, she hasn't contacted me. Nothing. Not even to say, you know, I apologize. That day, you know, we all make mistakes. But, you know, you could, it takes a real person to be like, okay, you know what, that day I kind of flipped out on you. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Nothing. Like, we're supposed to be friends. Like, you don't go around calling your friends out of their name over something so small.
Yeah.
So I just, like, let it go. And I'm I feel like it was the right thing to do, but I just wanted to get your opinion. Like, do you think that was the right thing I did?
Absolutely. I really feel like you separating yourself with people that are not resonating with your higher frequency or your higher vibration should not be in your life. Absolutely.
Okay.
Again, this is 2017, right? 2016 added up to the number 9. The number 9 deals with endings of relationships, endings of anything that is no longer of your highest good. Now we're in 2017, which adds up to the number 1 year. So new friendships, new relationships, new business ideas, new endeavors, a new you. So anybody that is not for you or anybody that is not on your same vibration will get eliminated, rather it's viciously or harmoniously. Right there, yeah, it was a little tension or whatever, but that's the way it ended. That's the way it went down. So if she feels like, okay, let me speak to my quote unquote friend face to face, or let me speak to my quote unquote friend in a respectful way, she knows your number. She can call you. Which I feel is, see, what happens is social media distance ourselves from the people that's in our personal life, in my opinion. I personally only use social media most of the time for business. Any of my personal friends, we don't talk on social media. We talk on the telephone, or they come by to my house or whatever the situation is. So if she wants to speak to you and she wants to continue to hold that grudge, allow her to sit in her own misery. If for whatever reason she felt that you was wrong, whenever she gets over her feelings, she will get back to you. Now, if in terms of you, did you do anything wrong? Based on your side of the story, I don't see where you was wrong with blocking her, especially if quote unquote she wants to prolong it or drag the pettiness. It's like, homegirl, come on, so again, it's all based on what your route is. If you're on a spiritual route, if you're on an ascension route, if you're on a peaceful route, you should only entertain, or you should only be involved with those that are on that same route. Not nobody that's going to argue with you or belittle you or combat you with with the nonsense for stupidness. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you guys are not in a relationship with each other. I'm not in a relationship with you. I don't have to. I'm not obligated to come and see you. Yeah, I might have told you. Yeah, I might have passed by. But if I'm going to see you 2 weeks down the line, what is the issue?
Right.
So,
exactly.
Right, absolutely. And this is the reason why, this color blue vibration, remember when I spoke to you about expression, that's coming up with you for internal peace. So again, and you don't know what she might be saying behind your back, because again, she's mad. And it seems like she might be big mad. So in any event, beloved, you need to, what I would recommend for you to do, or what I would do in this situation, is all you got to do is send this girl some love through the ethers, through your meditation and things of that nature. I definitely feel like you need to do that, so that she can correct herself and she can correct her vibration, and then she can come to you with love and peace. Because I really feel like, especially our late 20s, early 30s, going back and forth for something petty like that, it doesn't make sense. And I don't feel like you yourself, especially the career path, or rather the path that you want to maintain, I don't feel like there's any room for that. You see?
Yeah, I don't have the patience for it. I just don't. I don't, and I'd rather just go in peace than to sit there and go back and forth with each other and argue, and because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go back with you and call you a name now. It's just like, come on, how old are we? No, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean,
like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not. I don't know.
Well, going back and forth to waste your energy to call somebody else a name and see, one thing for sure is, like, if somebody contacts you or if somebody says something bad to you and you respond to them with that same tone, that's your bad. You get what I'm saying? Because now you're involved, and now they allowed you to take you out your zone. Never allow somebody to take you out your zone. You get what I'm saying? If you was to go back and forth with her on the same frequency, that means that she took you out of your peace. And no one has that much power over you but you. And as a result, that's why that color white vibration, the color blue vibration, you get what I'm saying? We speaking about expressing yourself, loving yourself, telling yourself that you're beautiful, telling yourself that you only accept unconditional love, from people and by you. I only accept unconditional love from myself. Because to the extent that you only accept it from yourself is when you're going to also now attract others that's going to give that same frequency to you. Later for that.
Okay.
Later for that. All right. You have other questions?
Yeah, I know the last time we spoke, you said that I should, like, let Joshua go. But I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
But I don't know. I get kind of like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like it's going somewhere, and then other times I don't feel like it is going anywhere. It's kind of like confusing for me.
And that's
like, I don't know. It's like he's.
Go ahead.
He's not a bad person, but I don't know.
I never said that this guy. I never felt that Joshua was a bad person. I never felt that he was a bad person. But the reason why I told you to let him go is because you are now stuck, or you go in and out of these feelings of feeling stuck. Then you feel like, all right, things is moving forward. Then now we're stuck. Then it's moving forward. So if it's not consistent, you understand, if it's not consistent, especially if you've been dating him for now it's okay for him to call you his girlfriend. If he don't call you his girlfriend, remember last time I said, why are you even worried about, I believe that was you, I said, why do you even worry about the titles? Just allow things to be. Was that you, right? So,
yeah.
So again, now where you at in the relationship, I definitely feel like some type of commitment should be said or should be done. Especially if you want to move forward, so that it could give you, again, a peace of mind. Some type of expression, and I'm not telling you to give the man a headache or keep bugging him, but I mean, I'm sure, as of this point, I'm sure he knows what you want. And I feel like if he can't give you what you want, I think that that's selfish of him. And again, it's not about being a bad person or wrong person. It's not about loving you or not loving you. I feel like with him, if he's not ready to commit, he should be more honest with that, so that you can make the decision rather I want to stay with him or not. I feel like he is holding you back from receiving what it is that's out there for you. That's what I'm feeling right now in this session here. Because again, it's not a situation where, okay, with somebody else. It even could be with him. He's holding you back from receiving the truth. You understand? Because if it's always shaky, the scales is not tilt. And another thing I wanted to mention to you, I would recommend, if you're interested, to do a natal chart. A natal chart would be good for you. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that to you, but an astrological chart, a natal chart. That will help you with your weaknesses, your strengths, and that will help you to understand a little bit more about who you are on a cosmic level, and understand, you get what I'm saying, what planets is in which houses and how to deal with certain situations and things of that nature. I feel like that will be good for you. But going back to this guy here, I'm starting to kind of feel like I'm starting to feel like he's just not being truthful with what he really wants, and that's a sense of toying with you, right? Playing with you. Because you can't, again, if everything was all love and everything was in harmonious balance and everything was pure, you would not be feeling like this at all. You would not be feeling like, does he want to be with me? And then another times is, damn, I don't think that this is going to work out. And you're only reacting based on his actions. And this is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming you're only reacting based on his actions. And I'm assuming that you're only reacting based on what he tells you. So if he's telling you one day that, yeah, we're going to get together and yes, 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 and then the next day he shows you differently, then, my dear, I really feel like action speaks louder than words. And to not, at this point, you shouldn't take everything what he says for truth. Because if he's showing you different, then you got to go with what he's showing you. And again, he's an Aries, correct? This brother here, he's an Aries. Yes, Aries govern the head. So a lot of mind games in a sense. And I'm not saying that's what he's doing to you, but he's capable of playing a lot of mind games. The head, the realm. I am a master magician, manipulator at times. But they're very strategic. Aries are very strategic. They're the warriors of the zodiac sign. However, as a Gemini, dealing with the physical realm and the spiritual realm, beloved, I feel more so you have to, and this is very important, that you should tap into the spiritual you more than the physical you. Again, you got both sides. Geminis is the cousins of Pisces. So if I can be able to tap into both sides, the physical and the spiritual, why can't you? Ruled by the planet Mercury, the mind, mental. You see.